Hey YouTube, this is Dan making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Just got back from the forge. Thanks Andrew for letting me come over. We got the last one in for a couple of weeks, so yeah, had a fantastic day. I'm feeling a bit crook still, so I don't know. Mrs. brought home a bit of a flu or something. I don't know, sore throat, sore ear. Anyway, I was going to saying I wasn't going to come over because I didn't want to get Andrew sick, but he said, if you're feeling up to it, come over. And so I did, because I was not too bad, but I did knock off a bit early because I was, starting to wear out. But, I am feeling pretty low now. I'm starting to knock up pretty badly. But anyway, I got that done. That's that bow tie that I was supposed to get finished using Andrew's new jig, and it worked fantastic. It's really good. This one, it didn't turn out as good as I wanted. I'm looking at it's a bit out of plane, it's a bit skew-if, and still got a bit of a dip in it. But Andrew's 72-inch grinder, the back bearing has shit itself, so, which is not real good. But anyway, and it's not a very common bearing, so it's really difficult to get for them. So I couldn't use a 72-inch grinder. We tried doing several different ways, using hand grinders and whatnot, and it didn't work out very well, so I didn't finish it off. And I've got a little bench grinder, but I tried doing it just then, and it's not too bad. But hopefully Andrew will get the 72 up and running, and I'm going to put it back in the forge. I'm going to get it all straight, because this tine is a little bit out. It's a little bit skew-if. I've got all the hammer marks out. It looks really good as far as that goes. That's the one I was working off. But it was to replace a striker that I sent over to a bloke in America, and it was a little bit small. It was the smaller pattern, but it didn't work out. It's about the same size as that one. It's a really thick strike face, as you can see. Nice thick strike face. The jig worked really well. So we've got a jig now to do these double tines. So yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna do any more of them, because I can actually do them now without too much drama. But I'm a bit disappointed in how it's a little bit skew-if, because if you look down here, the tine is a little bit out, and I'm starting to become very critical of my work, and I want it to be as good as I can produce. So yeah, I can still feel some sharp bits on it. It feels really good in the hand. Sparks really well. Even misstriking, chipping the stone, everything. It's all happening. Sparks really well. But I'll get it up to critical again, get it all straight, get it really nice looking, quench it again, redo the tines, straighten it all up on the grinder, 72, get it all good. And that one's going in my permanent collection as the first one I used to do the jig. I also started on another needle. As far as the needles go, I don't think I'll be able to show the finished product, because the sculpture itself is actually going down to New South Wales, I think, and it is blacksmiths from all over Australia are putting in. So Andrew he was a machine today. He did about 8 needles for it. So yeah, it was fantastic. He did really well. I'm going to put 2 needles in. Lawson's done 1. Yeah, and Andrew's done a few. My other mate's done a couple. So, as far as the needles themselves go, I don't think you'll actually get to see the sculpture. But, I will, when it's up and done, I will post it on Facebook on my page, and that's one way I will get to do it. So let's see how this goes. I won't rip it or anything. If I struck it properly, it's still working all right. So it's very viable. Yeah, but and the needles, I think it's about that long. I drifted the hole in it. It turned out pretty good. I just, I was buggered by the time 12:30 come up. I'd had some lunch, and I said to Andrew, look, I'm going home, mate. I'm not feeling real good. So I said I drifted the hole, I stamped my O on it, and I'll just draw it out and clean it up. I'll take a couple of photos of it next session. I am going over to another mate's place on Sunday. He's got a power hammer, and first time I'll ever get to see a power hammer working, a power hammer, power press. So, yeah, that's going to be fantastic. He's said that he's going to make a flatter for me. So I'll get a flatter out of this, which is fantastic. It's a fantastic gift. Every blacksmith needs a flatter. So I'm going to get a flatter, and my other mate's getting a flatter as far as I know. Or I think Andrew's already got 2 flatters, so yeah. But anyway, I'm going to get a flatter out of it, and I'm taking 2 hammer heads over, and I'm going to hit it with the power hammer and draw it out for Sheep Station Cook. One of them is for his axe head. So he wants a axe head made out of a ball peen hammer. He wants drawn out into it, basically a camp axe, hatchet type tomahawk. So it'll be similar to the cold steel rifleman's hawk. So it'll be a hawk head, a hawk head and a hammer pole on the other side, and the power hammer will save my arm a lot of work. So yeah, and Andrew said it'll take about 5 minutes to bash the primary shape out, and then I'll finish it off with the hammer. So yeah, that'll be fantastic. And so we'll get that done, and that'll be on Sunday. And I'm going to get Andrew to bring 2 hammer heads. I'm going to knock another, hopefully get 2 heads bashed out and into hawks. So yeah, because I want one for Sheep Station Cook and one for myself, because I gave the other axe I had made to Caleb, my son. So yeah, but thanks mate for coming over. I really enjoyed my day, just catching up and swinging a hammer. But yeah, I won't be able to go over now for a couple of weeks. Andrew's got a few things on with his sons and whatnot, so yeah, it'll be a few weeks before we get to go over. But this is prime time for us here in Australia, because it's very comfortable in the forge. It's only like 23, 24 degrees C, and once the forge is lit, it doesn't go up too much. So yeah, it's beautiful weather for forging. I just wish I hadn't got sick. I would have stayed I've still had to pick my son up from school, but yeah, I would have stayed another hour probably. Anyway, I probably would have got the needle finished. But and I was doing a lot of fooling around. I was sitting down a lot more. I wasn't actually doing a lot of forging per se. So yeah, I wasn't at my normal assertiveness in my forging. So yeah, I tend to like to get in there and get some things done between the get talking, because I could talk under water with a mouthful of marbles most of the time, so as you can tell. But anyway, Andrew can't get a word in edgeways most of the time. But anyway, that's the way it goes. I like getting over there and talking. That's what I got done. Yeah, it's a nice pattern. I do like these bow ties, and I'm starting to get good at them, if I do say so myself. But now that Andrew's made up 2 jigs, he actually made a big one and a little one, so I'll be able to start making them up. And yeah, and I might actually knock another couple of needles up. I don't know yet. I might. Depends on, because as far as I know, the needle sculpture is in August, so I might hit it a few more times yet, and I might make a few more up. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's what I got done at Forge. Thanks for watching.